Alright, so right now, today, I'm going to be talking about how a goal changed everything for me. So let's start a few years ago, 2023, all 2023. I was working on a construction site and I was like, alright, Dre, you're not smoking marijuana all the time, you're working a job, you're holding it down, you got some discipline, you're doing okay. But it was shit. The management was shit, the people there were fucking dull and dumb. And I'm not even trying to be negative. It just was a really depressing place to work because there was no leadership. You're just standing on a scaffolding 6 out of the 8 hours a day doing fuck all, and it was very meaningless. You just felt empty. But I stuck with it for a year, because it's like, okay, I'm getting a steady income. I've never held down a job for this long, really. It's the first job I kind of got by myself. I was like, okay, you know, it's not all bad, there's some benefits to it, I don't mind doing fuck all the time. I kind of did mind actually, it was a huge problem, one of the reasons I hated it. But anyway, fast forward to the end of that year and the start of 2024. Basically, I didn't get told to come back to site, they just didn't need workers at the time, whatever. Maybe I wasn't good enough, I was good enough, but So I was like, what am I going to do? So I had followed my intuition, it's like chap doors. And I tried this when I was 15, but I guess I was a lot more scared then and not as experienced. And I was still scared when I went chapping doors this time, but I just started chapping doors around where I stayed. And I got a job with my neighbour, and she was selling her house because something, the pipe burst. So she was selling it and wanting me to do up the garden. So I did up her garden over 2 days. And, I'm getting to the point here. And I got, £150 for 10 hours at work. And I was like, damn, that's like £15 an hour. That's £5 more I'm making as a labourer. Maybe I should stick and keep doing this. So I started chapping more doors and getting more jobs. I was like, damn, this is a lot better. I'm working where I stay and I'm doing actual work. I'm actually working for money. It felt good. I was providing value. And I was like, okay. And yeah, I didn't really have a goal at the time. I just knew I wanted something better, which I guess is a goal in itself. So then eventually I did make a goal, and it was to make £3,000 a month. So I was making 1,400 a month as a labourer, and my goal was 3,000 a month. And I had a wee card, I could get it, but I had a card that said I am making £3,000 a month, and I would look at it because that's what the successful people I was studying were saying is carry around a wee card. Bob Proctor, for example, said it. And look at this card in a good positive way and imagine yourself achieving this goal. I didn't really do that. I did it a bit, but I just carried the card around and looked at it a lot. Like I am making 3,000 a month. I am making 3,000 a month, and it sounded pretty outlandish at the time to me, and I didn't believe it at first. But it shows beliefs do generally create your reality because whatever you believe becomes true. Think about it. Think I know I'm wrong about most things in life, but it doesn't change how it the wrong beliefs literally dictate what I do in life. If I make this video, if I don't, because if I had the beliefs that I'm terrible at making videos, which I probably am, I don't think so actually, that's why I'm making the video. But if I had the belief I'm terrible and it will never work, I would never even make the video, I would never upload the video. But you have to have the belief that it will work and it will do well, or else you don't make it. If you want to make a cake, you have to think about how you make a cake. If you don't think about doing something, you won't do it. So it all starts with the thoughts, and then this is where it really starts working. It's when you're persistent, because if you can think about it for a day and the next day give up and it will never manifest, especially if it's a big goal. Not like making a cake, which is a little job that takes like an hour, so it's pretty easy to manifest. But if it's a big goal, like changing your income, like I wanted to double my income basically. It took persistence, so I looked at the card every day and I worked towards it. So I started chapping more doors, doing more and more jobs, and I had no experience. I didn't really know what I was doing, but I just kind of, I guess I had faith, I just had belief. Well, it was working, I got lucky here, why can't I do it in other places? So I kept doing it, and I, over time, built a clientele, and I had, oh, I've got people I go to regularly, and they're giving me £15 an hour. This is pretty good. So, um, yeah. So next thing I know, I don't know how long it took me to achieve that £3,000, but I didn't even think of it at the time. It just happened, It's just like I probably achieved it like a month before I realised I achieved it. I was like, oh, add that up. Damn, I'm making £3,000 a month. When did that happen? So the whole point of the video here is that I had a goal, I believed in it, and I was persistent, and it just came true. And it's such a cool, powerful thing to know that if you have a goal, really any goal, and Bob Proctor says, if you desire something, it's probably because you can achieve it. You wouldn't desire something you couldn't really achieve. So, have a goal and work towards it, and it will come true, and it'll make you stronger and a better person, and then you'll want to do more, and it's really a great feeling. So, highly recommend having a goal. Don't be a drifter. Don't be somebody who just doesn't know and just does things without knowing, and oh, I'm going to do this because it's easy, even though it hurts you in the long run and makes you weak and makes you a piece of shit degenerate.